A moment that will live in history. LeBron James and his son Bronny, Jay, getting ready to play together in an NBA game. Ken Griffey Jr. and Sr. were there. The James family was there. And here's the moment.
All ready? All right. You see the intensity, right? Just play carefree, though. Don't worry about mistakes. Just go out and play hard.
And there it is, Jay Will, 4 minutes before the half. LeBron and Bronny checking in together.
You know, Green, the moment for me in this game was where LeBron James had a baseline slam, and they started running towards each other, and they were lost in competition. And this is the moment right here that really epitomizes what this means. Both guys have an innate ability to be lost in the process of the game, and that's who they both are as players.
It's a remarkable moment. Bronny would not hit a shot. He attempted two of them. Here's a three. The crowd wanted it so badly. It wasn't to be. Bronny finishes no points, one rebound for his performance. In the meantime, the reality is, from a basketball standpoint, Anthony Davis was the story of this game.
Well, he was prioritized, and big shout out, even though it was one game, to J.J. Redick on the schemes, the continuity, the way they ran the offense, it ran through Anthony Davis. Is it sustainable for 82 games? That's the question.
He had 36 points, 16 rebounds. Lakers get the win, but after all the conversation was about the family.
Going up to that scorer's table with my dad, checking in for the first time, that's a crazy moment I will never forget.
You know, for me, I lost a lot of time because of this league and committing to this league, being on the road at times, missing a lot of his things, Bryce's things, Zuri's things. So to be able to have this moment where I'm working still and I can work alongside my son, it's one of the greatest gifts I've ever got from the man above, and I'm going to take full advantage of it.
Really hard to know exactly what to say about that, right? You're a father, I'm a father. I mean, we both sort of appreciate what he's saying, and I thought Lindsay said it well this morning. Whether you are a LeBron James fan or not, if that doesn't make you feel good, then I don't know where to take you.
I mean, that's greatness to its best, right? And you rewarded one of the greatest players to ever play by giving him an opportunity for all the time and sacrifice that he's put into the game away from his family, now to actually participate in work with his son. With that being said, I am glad this is out of the way.
Yeah.
I'm sure LeBron James and his family is glad this moment is out of the way, because now it's time to dig into the details. And what I did see last night, even though I don't judge a team until 20 games into the season, the detail and all the attention to the margins of the game were way better executed with J.J. Redick in his first game than what I see an entire year with Darvin Ham last season.
So our old buddy J.J. getting it done. We'll see what happens out west. There was another game last night, Knicks and Celtics. Celtics raised the banner, Jay, and then just shot the lights out. There's no other way to say it. The Celtics were shooting from three the moment this game started, and they never stopped.
Well, the one thing you don't question about Tibbs is their defense. Karl Anthony Towns in the first play of the game in drop coverage, and this is who Boston is. Boston is the team that has outclassed every team in the Eastern Conference. That's who they are this season.
They've been ridiculously good. When healthy, I mean, going back to last season, they're unbeatable. They had a 19-point lead at the quarter last night. Jason Tatum was 8 of 11 from three all by himself.
You think there's some venom in that blood, Greeny, for how he didn't play for USA Basketball?
Yeah.
You think there's the same thing for Jaylen Brown? This team is motivated, and trust me, Joe Mazzulla has them pushing and having a sense of urgency.
Tatum would score 37. The Celtics had a 29-point lead there. Then here's your guy, Jaylen Brown. He would score 23. The Celtics had 26 threes in the game through three quarters. Here's Brown, is where I meant to point it out, is 23 for him. And in the fourth quarter, they would just run away and hide, winning this one big.
Look, it's the first game of the season. I still think the Knicks are a top 3 team in the Eastern Conference, but they have gotten worse defensively, adding Karl Anthony Towns. Just know that.
We'll keep a close eye on them. In the meantime, the Celtics starters last night shot the lights out. Everyone shot over 50%. Tatum and Derek White and Jaylen Brown all dropped at least 5 threes in a big Celtic win. But the story in the East last night was the conversations on TNT. Charles Barkley and Shaquille O'Neal talking about the announcement that was made that Joel Embiid will not be playing in back-to-back games this year. Listen to what the guys said.
I was so disappointed in Joel Embiid saying he wasn't going to play back-to-back games. You cannot say, as a leader of that team, I'm not going to play certain games. I thought that was a bad message.
The league isn't that physical for him to say that. You pick and pop
You don't get double, you don't get triple, you don't get flagrant foul. There's no reason to say I'm not playing back-to-back.
Disappointment from them. What's your reaction?
This is a strategy by ownership and management and Joel Embiid to mitigate risks to give them the best chance to win a world championship. I don't like it, but it is what it is because nobody cares what Joel Embiid does during the regular season. You care if he gets to an NBA Finals or the Eastern Conference Finals. With that being said, the one thing you need to get there, Greeny, is continuity and endurance, right? And the one thing with him not playing back-to-backs or having that left knee management, same with Paul George, they can't really find their rhythm if they're only playing 50, 60 games together. And then that endurance, that's something that we always question about Joel Embiid when it gets to the playoffs, and that's something that you get fine-tuned with throughout the course of the regular season.
If those two guys get to the finish line healthy, are they a legit contender to go to the finals this year with Boston and whatever the Knicks wind up being in the East and whoever else?
I think they will be a legit contender, but I won't give them the edge over Boston or New York or maybe Milwaukee because I don't think they will have that continuity. And I will ultimately question the endurance of Joel Embiid when you need him the most.
It's impossible not to. Stay close. Jay Will, great to have you back. Great to have the NBA back. We've got the league back on our air tonight. We've got Giannis and the Bucks taking on those Sixers at 7:30 Eastern. Then Harden and the Clippers hosting KD and the Suns. Countdown tips off our coverage tonight.
Wanna try to boast at what I look like. Think I'm gonna try to wear, pull up long range. Jimmy with the heat, I'm on fire. It's NBA over here,